It's a Friday evening and you're sitting in front of your computer, and another message along with 20 others today has popped up telling you I'll come to your house and kill you. Or you receive an email requesting you to give your bank details to your supposedly bank, and in seconds all of your money has disappeared. You then have just been a victim of cybercrime. Every year over 6 million people in the UK have become victims of cybercrime. Cybercrime involves the internet, a computer or a technical device such as a mobile phone where an individual is able to be bullied or robbed through the computer. Most commonly, these crimes are committed through telecommunication such as emails, chat rooms or telephone calls. As cybercrime begins to worsen and become more common, I asked the general public what they think should be done to stop cybercrime from happening in the UK.
I don't really know anything about cybercrime, so maybe they should promote it a bit more, explain what it is so people understand what it is, and then from there they should tackle it however they can.
I think at the moment people don't necessarily know what cybercrime involves or what it is. I think it is relatively new, so you say the word and it sounds like this thing that perhaps wouldn't happen to you, and I think, as I said before, education is the main thing.
I think they can make people more aware of how to keep maybe the children safe. That's a big factor in, especially cyberbullying in schools or children's homes, things like that, where, it's more prominent and we are more aware of that. I think they could make parents give us more tools and what to do.
I think you need to look at possibly a complete restructuring of, how the police operates with regards to cybercrime with specialists. They do have specialist areas, but I think we need to focus more in on it. And we don't actually, I think, know of half the cybercrime that actually goes on as members of the public either.
In order to commit cybercrime, it is particularly surrounded by financial theft, hate crime, hacking, and taking advantage of confidential information, causing harm and loss to the victim's reputation. Business owner of Netpoints Solutions, a company in which raises awareness of cybercrime, Ben Cooper explains further into how the victim of cybercrime can be affected.
Where do I start, really? The effects on cybercrime as an individual, all your personal data, credit cards, your very, very personal information, it can be taken. Businesses, well, if I could give you one example, we have a customer ourselves who became a customer because they were the victim of cybercrime, and they were victims of crypto locker, which resulted in they were actually victims of ransomware, and effectively somebody encrypted their files and they had to pay £7,500 to get their data back. In reality, a lot of businesses could not survive that. A lot of small to medium-sized enterprises could not survive that. £7,500 is a lot of money, and there are many, many businesses out there that haven't been able to survive such an event.
1 in 10 people can become victims of cybercrime. This is Detective Inspector Vanessa Smith, who leads the cybercrime team in West Yorkshire. She tells us how they plan to continue reducing cybercrime and the many ways to avoid this from happening to you.
Well, the police at the moment with all cybercrime are playing catch up because cyber crime is quite immense and it's very extensive. What we're trying to do within West Yorkshire Police and across the region is to share good practice and simple hints and tips so that you can prevent being a victim or a further victim. There's lots of work being done within the schools of West Yorkshire Police with teachers, etc., to ensure that the children themselves are aware of their online presence and what they can do to guard themselves.
So there you have it. Cybercrime is not the easiest crime to recognise. This is because it is considered unusual, and to commit the crime, you do not have to physically do the crime as such, which is one of the main reasons why it continues to be an issue today, shattering many people's lives.